Mark Burdick back with you on our Renda Broadcasting Heritage Conference football previews. And I have second-year head coach Adam Rising of the Marion Center Stingers with me. The Stingers, under his guidance in his first year, had a pretty solid season. Yeah, they finished 5-6, losing to Ligonier Valley in the playoffs and also in the regular season. And Ligonier Valley has been on another level, Coach. So overall, you had to be pretty pleased with the way your first year went.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. First year was a lot of fun, a lot of enjoyment. You know, it was a process getting our kids to believe, getting our kids to understand what it takes to win. You know, we started off a little slow, and then things started to pick up week 3, and our kids really, again, learn how to win, learn how to compete, and our expectations going and moving forward into this season, expectations have been a lot higher. Accountability has been a lot better, and really excited with my second year with some great guys coming back, and obviously we graduated 13 seniors. So I don't want to say we're rebuilding the stage, but definitely reloading in some certain areas, and the kids are very excited, and same with myself, my coaching staff for the 2019 season.
You've been around the game as a player and a coach, but it was your first year as a head coach at the varsity level. What did you learn, and how challenging was it?
Yeah, a lot of learnable moments for sure. My first year, from all the non-coaching responsibilities that come with this position and organization, and when you're dealing with hopefully 35 to 40 players year in and year out, and getting the word out and doing everything that we have to do in the off season to prepare for the current season. It has definitely been challenging, but it's nice having a great staff on board. Bringing back Brad Smith, that's got 30 years of experience, and Coach Ackerson's been with me for a while now. It calls our defense, and brought in Nick Penizzotta this year. That's going to be coaching our offensive line. So surround ourselves with some good guys that helps my position for sure. And definitely I feel a lot better my second year than I did last year at this time on expectations and knowing what we need to do to pick up where we left off last year on making some strides, and hopefully we can continue to hit strides next week starting with heat acclimation camp.
You mentioned the off-season coaching and reshaping your staff. What about the off-season program for your young men? How did that go?
Really well. Usually our thing at Marion Center is we wait till after deer season to get things going, but they were eager to start in December, so we hit the weight room starting in December, and realistically we were 4 days a week with opportunities for our guys to make themselves better. Up until July, we scaled back a little bit to 3 days a week, but huge buy-in. We held our first powerlifting meet back in March. Had a lot of guys, had some participants from other school as well compete. We traveled to one. Went to Penn State for a team camp. Did some things with some local teams around here. Went to St. Vincent. So there has been many opportunities in the off season for our guys to get better. Our administration, our school has been very supportive with us getting on the field and under the lights, and just creating excitement. We got some guys coming back into our program that that maybe not played for a while, or B haven't played at all. So that's exciting as well. And off-season preparation has been instrumental, and we're excited to take that into this season.
A couple of guys I'll be looking for this year to have solid seasons again. Certainly your junior quarterback, Elvin Pelko, who threw for nearly 1,350 yards last year, and running back Garrett Wells, who'll now be a senior, rushed for about 1,100 yards. Those are certainly two guys as you try to reshape things. Certainly the offensive line will be a key, trying to find some guys there. But those are two nice skill guys to build around, aren't they?
Sure, they absolutely are. It's hard to replace, Zach Hicks or Travis Parcell that moved on after last year, and just the senior leadership that we had last year. But these guys, Garrett's our workhorse. I would say pound for pound, he's probably one of the toughest kids, one of the strongest kids in the conference. He hit up in there really hard for us last year. I've watched him ever since third grade play this game, and I'm excited for him. Coming off a season last year, did real well. I expect big things out of him this year on both sides of the football. He works his butt off in the weight room. and I give Garrett a lot of credit for that. His mindset's in the right area. So I expect us to be very well balanced, to be honest with you, Mark, with a junior quarterback that had a ton of experience last year and had some success throwing the football. And Gavin's really taken to heart a lot of opportunities to go to QB camps this summer to make himself better, and definitely the game should look a little bit slower for him. And taking that leadership position with our offense and how we're going to play, he's got a big role there to do, and I have confidence in Gavin and Garrett, and we got Keegan Whitfield coming back that had a lot of playing time. He's a tough kid, strong kid. Expect him to be able to run the ball well, block for us well. Clayton Coble up front, tough kid on both sides of the football. We got Gabe McClellan coming back as a senior. Kind of a guy we really haven't heard a lot about is Joe Navalia. He's 6'5", 190 pounds. We actually moved him to a tight end slot position, and he's a very big, athletic kid that I think is going to open up some eyes this year. And our line's going to be the big shoes to fill. These guys between Clayton and Gabe. We got a boy that moved in, Chad Hinn, Billy Gaston, Hunter Leidig. We have a lot of competition up front, which I'm very glad to see. Gavin Effinger, and these guys are ready up front to step in there and to be able to perform this year. But yeah, it's nice having some guys back, skilled guys back that we're expecting for them to lead us and to get after it.
Finally, in the 45 seconds or so that I have left, what gives you cause for optimism and pause for concern?
Optimism, Mark, is our kids learned how to compete. Our kids got a taste of victory. They enjoyed that. They understand. They're starting to understand what it takes to compete in our conference week in and week out. We have a tough conference from the whole way through. I mean, week in and week out, we have to be ready to compete, just because of how tough the conference is going to be. Optimism again is going to be up front, with big shoes to replace from guys that moved on. But our kids, our mindset is completely different, and our kids are willing to accept this challenge and are very teachable, coachable kids, and we just love them to death on that aspect, on stepping up for the challenge and getting Marion Center football program to where we want to be, where we're competing week in and week out and expecting to win.
Well, you, I think, are mainly responsible for that change in mindset, culture, if you will. I think you're doing a well of a job out there. Keep up the good work. We're looking forward to seeing you this season.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's really been a team atmosphere from our youth level the whole way up through. We're developing that excitement and positivity within our program that hopefully everyone wants to be part of something special.
All right. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
Adam Rising, second year out at Marion Center. He is doing a great job out there. We'll be looking for big things from Marion Center Stingers this year during the 2019 season. With the coach, I'm Mark Burdig, our Renda Broadcasting High School Previews.